Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo. Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. You always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
As you wake up in the morning, you want to find the latest, greatest information about criminal cases and have an intuitive conversation about the suspects associated with these cases. Head over to the Bullhorn Betty channel on YouTube. Breaking news right here on the Bullhorn Betty channel. Welcome to the Bullhorn Betty Coffee Club. Enjoy your stay and enjoy your day.
Well, good morning, my beautiful coffee beans. Welcome to the Bullhorn Betty Show. We will be getting started just shortly. situated up in the house right now. We got the green screen. I've only got a little box. As you can see, my arm is cut off. But we have perfect green screen. Perfect green screen. No flickering. No flickering of the camera because I removed the background. We are going with chroma key. I love it. It looks good. I got the right color background. I got the right color. I was fighting a system. I ended up finding my old green screens, and I won't lie, I ended up putting my old green screens back up and seeing if they would work a little bit better, and they did because they're a different color green. They're a different color green than I was working with. And the quality that you get with the different color green, well, it makes a difference. Apparently, it makes a difference. If you guys are looking at the thumbnail behind me and saying, man, Betty, that's a really bad thumbnail. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. These were my thumbnails when I started out on the tube, okay? I didn't know what the hell I was doing, so I was just making thumbnails before. I didn't even realize we needed to make thumbnails. I used to just go live, like, hey, I don't even know if I put a title. I definitely didn't put a description. I never did. I didn't do half the crap I do this day and age on YouTube that I did back then. I think it's become too much work. I remember back in the day when we did all this work here, and this was, I felt like we were accomplishing something. Now I feel like this is work where I come in and I gotta go through a checklist. I got to go through a checklist. We've got some really good content coming up that hasn't been seen for quite some time. You guys may have seen it if you've been with me way back when, but we're dusting off some old reels here. We go back because I'm telling you, I have the absolute most content of anybody. Literally anybody on the Summer Wells case. I mean, the only competition I really have is JLR and Chronicles of Olivia. Chronicles of Olivia has a lot of content as well, but I don't see JLR producing it because he can't stand either one of us. So, I don't see him going back and dusting any of his stuff off and bringing it to the world because he wants to act like it never existed. So, we've got all the stuff that we've got here. We're going to be showing you, I've got 3 different videos to show you. It's going to be my first time at the home. And it's going to be our first meeting with law enforcement. And then it's going to be me scheduling for the 1-year vigil. And those are the 3 that I selected for today's show. And so I'm going to be going through my content. And we're going to keep dropping some original stuff. Some of the stuff people haven't seen because I was going to drop it, and then I thought, it might need to be held back because of, for whatever reason, whether law enforcement was looking into something or whatever. Not everything I had has ever been seen by everybody. So I don't remember what I put out there. I don't remember what I held back. I don't remember why I would hold it back. But we've got a lot of stuff. I know that there is terabytes of stuff in this file that there's no possibility of us seeing every bit of it. So we're going to be working on that. Delilah, I just took you out. Go park it. Mommy's working. All right, honey. Go. Love you. Love you. So anyways, Melanie, it's nice to see you. Laura, Sonia up in the house. Let them 66. It's nice to see you. Good morning, Ashley. Rebecca, it's nice to see you. Turtle Bits, good morning. Texas Gal, Kathleen up in the house. Busy Mama at home. True Crime Justice, Bat Girl. Is this the same Bat Girl that likes to say bad things about me on other channels? I'm hoping not. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Hopefully you're friendly. Hopefully you're friendly. If you're not, be nice in the chat. It's my only request. YouTuber, it's nice to see you. Nightbot, Terry, good morning. Good morning. Mary George, Jewel, it's nice to see you. Good morning, Tiffany. It's nice to see you. Good morning, Outer Banks is here on time. Well, good morning, Outer Banks. I did start a little later this morning, and I was thinking of you. I was like, you know what? If I get started too early, Outer Banks is not going to be there. And then she'll come and she'll show up, and then she'll want to know what the heck's going on. And if we just wait just a few extra minutes. I really believed in you this morning, Outer Banks. I'm like, if I just push it just a little bit longer. Outer Banks will make it on time. Outer Banks made it on time. Don't say I never gave you nothing, Outer Banks. Dreaming blue skies and sandy beaches. It's nice to see you, my love. YouTuber up in the house. Good morning, Dixie. It's nice to see you. Hello. No, I didn't say any bad things. Okay, well, there's another one. I could have swore, but I don't remember them having 2 T's in their name either. But I thought there was a Batgirl, and I remember somebody's like, "Did you see what Batgirl wrote about you?" I'm like, "No, I didn't. It was horrible." I go over there and I'm like, "Okay, block." Block. Well, I'm glad it wasn't you. So, Marilyn, it's nice to see you. You know, with all these names, oh, we got a spicy disaster. Ooh, we got spicy disaster up in the house. Oh, I miss Tanya too. Good morning, Tanya. She finally got alive. She got up on time too. Okay, for all the people that woke up on time, let's go ahead and give you the big old cheer. I know it's important. Alicia, Nero, it's nice to see you. Good morning. Happy Thursday. I was going to do a show this afternoon, but it looks like we're not going to be able to. So we're going to be here just a little bit longer because I'm going to try to kind of throw 2 things in at once. We're going to cover Summer Wells. The majority of our time is going to be on Summer Wells. And then since we got at the gang here, we might as well go over the other case that's I heard a ding. Oh, it's here. Hold on. Let's see. Am I muted? Don't tell me I've been muted this whole time. Am I muted? No, I'm not muted. Okay. Just making sure. Oh, you removed. Okay, I got you. You removed the background. Perfect. Thank you so much. Let me go ahead and see if I can send that to myself. Save. All right. Let's see if I can move that on over. Select. Give me a second. Something else. And I might add, I think I'm going to add another video. We'll add this video. Okay, it got here. And then I'll add this video in at the end. It's going to be of the vigil. Sonia just sent it to me. So welcome to the crazy family we call the Coffee Club. I eat inside asylum. Grab your straight jacket in your fat padded room. And welcome aboard. We're covering the case of Summer Wells. It's been a long time. We are hopeful. We fought for this little girl. We fought all over Tennessee. We fought the powers that be in Tennessee. We had TBI escorting us around town. And I know the only reason why they were escorting us around, they didn't want us getting in any trouble. Yeah, you know. So we went through the process of setting up our protest and our, we were working with law enforcement. Law enforcement was very nice to us in this area, even though I know that we were annoying them, but they made ways for us to annoy everybody in the community safely. Okay. So we want to give it up for law enforcement and TBI. TBI, state police, is who escorted us around while we were in there. So thank you for your service, state police, for making our time there safe. I am going to shock you. Going through these videos, I think it's making me want to go back blonde. I'm sorry. You know, we went through the whole helmet head. Hi, Marigold. It's nice to see you. Mike Stevens, Big Mac Mike up in the house. Who's your mama? It's nice to see you, babe. Grace, nice to see you, love. Good morning. So, I miss these videos. Make me miss my blonde hair. I look so cute with blonde hair. I'm sorry. I don't care if they didn't like my blonde hair or not. I loved my blonde hair. I really did. I liked having no color in my hair. Okay. I've been praying to God that I get old so the color goes out of my hair. I've been growing my hair out just to hope. I was hoping and seeing maybe it was just going to come out naturally white. It didn't. It came out gray. Yeah, it sure did. I'm really not liking the gray, but that's okay. I sport it. What can I say? I'm Bullhorn Betty. It's nice to see you. It's nice to see you. But yeah, we're going to go back. We're going to go back in a day and time. We're going to go back in a day and time. When Betty wants the bleach, okay, just give me the. I miss the smell of the bleach. You know, where you feel like if you lit the cigarette, you know, you lit the, you know, you went to go, you're right. You feel like you're going to go kaboom, you know, because of all the chemicals in the air. Yes, I miss that. I miss it. I miss it. I miss it. So, guys, we're going to go ahead and do this. There is some music behind this, but this was back when we first started, so this had to have been copyrighted. And the way I listened to it, I'm like, there is no way in hell I'd ever use this music today. No way. No sirree, Bob. We've got AI now. I just go there, and then I can just sing it. And right? I could do it myself. So we chose to go with this music. So I'm gonna stop. Everybody's here. You guys know the history of this case. If you don't know the history of this case, this poor beautiful baby, her name's Summer Wells. She disappeared from her home on June 15th. This is a day after the Department of Children and Family Services were at their house. Literally the day after. It's disgusting. They could have taken that child then. They could have saved those children. They were just there. This child could have been saved, damn it. All the crap that went on that hill in that mountain. All the crap that went on that hill. I digress. So this child, Summer Wells, was out with her mom and her grandma and a family friend named Hunter. Hey, Moose Tradamus. Playing with your damn name. Didn't we start out with Moose Tracks? I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't know what we started out with. I don't know what we saw. I was there when MGL and the others were with you. Yeah, I mean, you know, we were all trying to just find this little girl. We knew she was dead, okay? I just want to let you know there was no thought in our mind that this child was sold or alive, okay? There was no it was eliminated within, I don't know, an hour of research. It was eliminated, okay? We were looking at mommy and daddy fairly early on, or, you know, somebody mommy and daddy knew. I believe it was mommy and daddy. I believe something happened at the water hole, because if it was something that like Summer Wells was just abducted at her house at the mountain, then we wouldn't have a Hunter being different than he's ever been in his entire life. His mom discusses him coming back and he was never the same again. Okay, let's be honest. The only place he was not that day was at their house. He was at the water hole. He was riding around with them. There was nothing that was allegedly traumatic that went on that day, right? So there's no reason for Hunter to have any issues, right? Yes, that's accurate. That's accurate. So we got a Hunter that has been completely effed up ever since this day. So he was not back at the house when they ultimately reported her missing. So there is that factor. So he wasn't there for that. So whatever happened had to have happened before they got home in order for it to affect Hunter the way that it did. That's just my opinion. But either way, something happened. Is it this whole thing with the watering hole? We're learning Grandma got a bunch of pills, okay? We know that these people are addicts. We have this this belief that they were probably under the influence and they were contributing to the delinquency of a minor by giving Hunter substances as well as alcohol. So we have a whole bunch of adults doing a whole bunch of dirty stuff that they're not supposed to be doing while children are present. One of those children is a 5-year-old Summer Wells splashing around in this dirty, filthy water known as the watering hole. Now, mind you, this watering hole literally is the runoff for all of the livestock that's above and higher up on the land. And all of that, every time it rains, just rushes from the horse stables right into that water. Okay? I can tell you when we were going out there to look for the cell phone and diving in that water, I had to bleach my body. Okay? I felt so freaking disgusting, and God bless the girls that came out there with us, okay, and actually got in that filthy ass water with us. I don't remember who they were. I remember one of the ladies named Tammy. I remember she was there with her sister, and I can't remember her sister's name. God bless you ladies, by the way. They were the rubber duck ladies. And I got to tell you, it was disgusting out there. And to think that this child, and when we walked out there, you're talking about, you could feel glass bottles broken under your feet. You could feel just sludge, just thick, slippery, slimy sludge from all of the leaves that just layered and layered and layered and layered and layered. It's not something that I would want a child, like I would be concerned, like if for example, I mean, come on, let's be honest with you. Us as children really don't care, right? We'd go splash in a mud hole. Okay, let's be honest. We'd cover ourselves from head to toe in mud and be having the time of our life. Children are like that. They find joy in everything. Okay, so being in that water, I could see a parent saying, go into the don't dunk your head underwater and don't put water in your mouth. But go in there, stay chest deep, right? So I could see a parent, pushing the limits that way, but making sure their child didn't go under. We're hearing, and we're going to get back to that interview. We will do. I think that's what we'll do tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, we're going to bring up Chris McDonough's interview with Hunter. We're going to go back into time and listen to Hunter's statement because I think it's important. Now, we're looking at the fact that it sounds like I'm very confused on what they did. Did they search the land or did they raid a home? There's a big difference, okay? Did they search the land and do a ground search, or did they raid somebody's home? I'm hearing mixed information, okay? I don't know one way or the other. Was a property raided? That means that a house, that law enforcement executed a search warrant on not just a piece of land, but some real estate, like a home, where they knocked on the door and they went inside that home and were looking for specific stuff. Because it sounds like if the moms, okay, and I said this before, everybody's talking about Fred Hill. Even Don Wells himself had brought up Fred Hill, and Fred Hill early on went to Don and said, if you don't get your name out of my mouth, I'm going to make you D-I-E or D-E-A-D, okay? That is what Fred Hill told Don Wells early on in this case, when Don Wells was bringing him up as a possibility of being this, taking his, because Don Wells blamed everybody, tried to say everybody took him. We went down almost every single person Don Wells stated. We went and knocked on their door, met with them face to face, belly to belly, and interviewed them. Okay. That's what our team did in the Summer Wells case. Okay. This was a major case for our team at the time. Okay, we pulled out all the stops for this case. Everything that we could possibly do in this case, we did in this case. So let me go ahead, and this is our first home visit. So I'm going to go ahead and play this for you guys. I don't know, I can't remember how long it is. I can't imagine it being too awfully long, but there are some that get a little bit longer. Okay, why is this not playing? Okay.
So we're here in front of Don Wells'
like I got
home
it on. Hold
top
on a
of the
second.
hill. And now that we get it, we always get new information when we come out and make a personal appearance.
Okay, so this I'm hoping doesn't trigger. This is about an 8-minute clip.
And what was described in media and on social media is always much different than what we experience here when we're here in person. And this is, again, no different. As we are here, their house is on top of a mountain. And as we know,
I'm not
Mom
sure.
was
Hold
not.
on.
She
Let me,
admitted,
it doesn't seem like my lips are syncing up. Hold on a second. Let me make sure we've got all of these things going the way that they're supposed to be going. Take this off. Sorry, I didn't fix the volume on any of these, so give me just a second. Let me get the output volumes right. Just a second. Okay. As you can see, these are old music. This is old copyright music. I would not put this stuff behind. Hopefully my lips don't unsync, but this is I downloaded them. They're coming off of a box directly. They're coming off this box direct. Oops, I just moved it and it just popped my stuff off. What did I just do here? Oh, there they are. Okay, there we are. It's back. So obviously we got some things running. Actually, let me take my background off. Maybe this will help stop it because that's pulling off of that too. Okay, let's try it again.
So we're here in front of Don Wells's home on top of a hill. And, now that we get it, we always get new information when we come out and make a personal appearance. And what was described in media and on social media is always much different than what we experience here when we're here in person. And this is, again, no different. As we are here, their house is on top of a mountain. And as we know, Mom was not, she admitted to law enforcement that she was not watching the children at the time Summer Wells disappeared.
Thank you, True Crime Junkie.
On public property, and we have reviewed the area, and we saw, kids' equipment kind of tumbled down the mountain, and bikes, girls' little scooters, and not manual scooters. One's just with wheels on it, not with engines or anything like that, or battery operated. And they were turned over when I got footage of that. There's no way that somebody is going to come off this road, climb up a mountain through all the leaves and sticks and everything like that makes a whole bunch of noise when you're trying to sneak on somebody's property, go up there past dogs, past 3 boys, past Mom, past Grandma, and search and know exactly where a 5-year-old girl is in this property. There's just the idea that this story makes any sense is ludicrous. And then snatch the child, go back through the boys, go back through the dogs, go back down the hills through all the crunchy branches and leaves, and pack the child up.
There's just a lot going on here, guys. Okay, we were out there. We're looking at this property. We're out there. This is happening. When we visited this property, I think it was on December 8th, 2021. December 8th, 2021. It hadn't been a full 6 months since Summer Wells had disappeared. And we were out there because it was just about to roll over. She disappeared in June. We're out there in December. It's a little bit different. In June, their trees are filled with a whole bunch of foliage and leaves and stuff like that. In December, when we go out there, there's a lot of stick trees. You can see through them a lot better. There's a lot of stuff on the ground. But even in June, they did not keep their yard kept up, folks. So that means that they wouldn't have. Thank you, True Crime Junkie, for being the newest member of this crazy family we call the Coffee Club. I eat the insanity I love. Grab your straight jacket and your padded room and welcome aboard, because I'm a love machine. Okay, we'll get back to this.
A vehicle and take off. There is literally no
I don't know why. I guess this is a lesson. Whenever I do this, I shouldn't run them from the box. I should download them to my computer and then run them from the computer. The lips aren't syncing up, but that's okay. Just listen.
The idea that this child was abducted, now there was a scream earlier in the day.
That ended up being a lie.
Maybe when Mom realized that she hadn't seen the kids in a while, decided to go and check on them.
Jody Sue did not bring up the animalistic scream until almost 30 days after the child had disappeared. So Ronnie Lawson said there was basically no merit to that.
was opinion that Candace was key. Being out here in person.
Do you guys see all the
Only
stuff? And I think this is the important information is all of the stuff that we're talking about during these initial places there. You know, things have gotten changed. You know, they're different from what they were when we were there. But everything was focused around this water hole, folks, okay? So I think by us getting away from that, I think we're doing us a disservice all these years later, because really the water hole was the spot that everybody at this time, all this stuff was geared around. And then it got away from that back to the home, back to, you know, Dawn could have essayed her, Dawn could have done this, Dawn could have done that. But if we go back to the original, to the beginning of this case, everything was focused around that water hole, folks, because there's such things as dry drowning or a secondary drowning. This is when they don't give a person medical attention and there's still water in their lungs, and that water in their lungs starts getting bacteria in it and starts killing you. It starts to become necrotic, and you start perishing. So again, just
the fact that I truly through a creek, through all these crunchy, listen.
At the time it was summer though, but
oh, little.
still.
Look at all the
Listen,
branches.
did you guys hear little Olivia's little mouse voice? Did you guys hear little Olivia's mouse voice?
Are you going to say that you're going to get across all this without making a noise, a sound? Then you have dogs to
21
boot.
dogs
You got
at the
3 kids. You don't know where Summer is actually located in the home.
And guys, we've got video of these dogs, okay? We got video of these dogs and how loud they were, okay? 21 dogs were on the top of this mountain the day that she disappeared. 21 very loud dogs. If somebody approached this property, there is no way in hell nobody would know it, okay? It's impossible, folks. I can't express it to you guys more than that. It is impossible for somebody to encroach that mountain and to kidnap a child. Okay, it's impossible.
You know, it's not surprising. It's not surprising. That home is on the mountain there, on the top of a hill. The Wells have a history of domestic violence. The Wells' son, child molestation charges. He has a bunch of criminal charges from Utah. The mother, you know, had their children taken away from a prior relationship up in Wisconsin. It's bad. These people are bad news. Abandonment. My theory is they came home that day. You see how, you know, steep that mountain is. Look on the mountain there. You can see a bunch of children's toys and stuff like that. Maybe she fell down. Maybe she was left unattended and she just stumbled there and tripped, and then boom, 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 boom. They panicked, put her somewhere. That's my theory.
My theory is a little different after speaking to the neighbors. So what had happened, she said that these people are violent. They're crazy. Because I asked her that specific, I laid that specific scenario down for her, and she does not believe it. The neighbor called bullshit on that theory that she fell, and she said that they would have found her body by now. And I said, well, maybe Candace got scared and did something with it. And she goes, absolutely not. So she believes that these people, because she hears everything that goes on from this house, she said sound carries. And she believes that Summer Wells was harmed by somebody that was home at the time. And that's why they haven't found Summer Wells' body and why things are going on the way they are. So there are two, at the end of the day, we always say, when we run a case, that we always seem to come back to a certain area. We're coming back straight to this house. We're not going anywhere else as to where she could possibly have been injured.
And a room.
So we just heard screaming coming from Don Wells' house.
It's just like me to be stuffing my face, okay? We're out on the road. I don't know what I'm stuffing my face with, but I can tell you that We don't eat very much. We're always on the go. So when we do get to snack on something, apparently we get to snack. And I remember this, like we were filming and you could hear Benny Keys, that piece of shit loser, felon, criminal, drug addict, piece of shit. Good gracious. You could hear him up there hollering.
Arguing.
So you can't hear it, but Jonathan, he was down, getting a different angle, and he was hearing the stuff too. And so he's coming back up. I think this is the time where we hear Benny. I'm pretty sure it's when we hear Benny up there. I will tell you, Jonathan, and when you're out there in the field, Jonathan's very optimistic about just about everything. And he's got good strategies on getting things accomplished and done. So you can tell he's been doing this kind of stuff for a while, drawing people out. And with him being in prison, he's got a good history of, psychology of different types of behaviors, from completely insane to probably normal but troubled. Much like himself. But either way, this was the first trip out there. We got about 51 more seconds. I'm going to finish playing it out to see if there's anything left, and then we'll chat a little bit more.
Again, I can hear faint things. I can hear maybe some music.
Because they were partying. Told ya.
Benny's voice.
They were up there getting high, partying and hooting and hollering, and it sounded like they were arguing to us from down there, and they weren't. They were just partying very loudly.
I know that laugh anywhere.
That laugh anywhere. It's scarred into my brain. I got PTSD.
So, Don Wells has a convicted felon in his house while he's trying to get his children back. That's a darn shame.
And that is the truth. That is the truth. Okay, guys, you guys got to see that. It's... let me see if I can play it. Let's see which... Oh, maybe I'm doing this wrong. Hold on, I got the wrong one. Am I got the wrong one? Yes, I do have the wrong one. Okay, let me get down here to my slideshow. I want to move that backwards. Okay, where are we at? Oh, me and Chronicles of Olivia. That was at the courthouse, or at the, we went to all the county buildings there. That was when we first got into town. We were starving. We had just gotten the car, drove there, and Marissa had just flown in and gotten her trip. So we met at this little cafe. And I remember, I think I had a BLT. I didn't know what else to get, so I had a BLT. And there's everybody searching for information before we start getting out. We'll leave it on that right there. There we go. There we go. So anyways, the next one is, we got there. Obviously, we went by, we looked at all the places. We went to the water hole. We went out to the this place, and we had just had the major interview with Hunter's mom, grandmother, and great-grandmother, and Allie's best friend. Okay, so we had all four of those people kind of filling us in on the comings and goings of the Don and Candace home. And what happened, how many affairs, who's sleeping with who's doing what with who's beating the hell out of who. You get the drift. Like, we were there talking about the entire kit and caboodle, and we got some information, and now it was time for us to reach out to law enforcement to let them know what we were thinking and how everything was transpiring. So the next one is, okay, this one's going to be a little bit longer. This is about a 17-minute live. So I'm just going to mute my mic. If you guys don't need to tell me I'm muted, I'll be able to tell I'm muted. I'm going to turn my microphone like that, so I don't turn it off up here, so when I talk I can tell that nothing's coming through. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and turn my mic off. We're going to sit here and watch this. This is the interaction I had that we all had with law enforcement that I think you guys might be. Hey, Sugar, thank you for being here. We have a 2-day minimum for conversations. So in a couple days, 48 hours, you'll be able to communicate in the chat with all of us. This is just a reminder, guys. We are now set back up for our controlling of the chat. We've been having some trolls coming in here, so we control the chat for the safety of our community here. We do not believe in bullying. We do not believe in violence. We do not believe in criminality, and we believe hate channels embody all of those things. So we do our best here on the channel here on Bullhorn Betty to limit the amount of abuse that you guys have to see or witness or endure. So we control our chat here to control the trolls. We're here for these victims. We're not here for their feelings, okay? And we're not here for your feelings either, okay? If you guys want to have the discussion, please chat in the chat. Discuss the topics. Do not challenge the people. Everybody's here trying to do the right thing by these cases. So by attacking people, you are doing a disservice to the community as a whole. So please be respectful of each other, whether you guys believe the same or not. Until the day comes where we find out the truth, everything that we think is theory. Okay? So you could be wrong, I could be wrong, we all could be wrong. So keep that in mind when you decide to use that tongue to lash out at somebody in the chat. Please be cautious. If you don't like being treated like that, don't treat others like that. It's a very simple rule, okay? We adult over here. I like the Lady Freedom Raw narratives. I like, this is a 21 up in chat. We're talking about big boy and girl stuff, okay? If you're 18 years old or up, okay, adult conversation, okay? So if you can't act like an adult, you're not welcome here, okay? I'm going to tell you that right now. We want people that know how to speak, okay? If you are just completely foul mouth, okay? We all cuss a little bit. I'm a sailor, okay? And if I can control my lips while I'm here giving you guys information, then you can control your tongues in the chat, okay? Be nice to one another. It's not that hard. It'll make you feel better. If you're having a crappy day and you're taking it out on others, you're wrong. We brighten people's day, not take away. So just remember that. Okay, 17 minutes starts now, guys. I'm turning my microphone off now. Now, please do remember that this is going to be off sync because it's coming from my box, my external hard drive, and I didn't realize it was going to cause a lip syncing issue by doing it this way. I should have downloaded it to my computer, but I didn't, so this is what we're doing. And we're heading into Hawkins County Sheriff's Department. So the Sheriff's Department and the courthouse are all connected, okay? It's just one strip mall. One portion is the jail, one portion is the courthouse.
Hawkins County Detention Center. Go look for the sheriff, to talk to investigators in reference to the Summer Wells investigation.
Jail complex. This is not going to be what we're looking for.
Ask where will you go?
Clark, this is where we're doing. So I just need to find out. There's not really anybody to ask. Oh, there is somebody right there. Hi. So where would we go to get, we're not from here. Where would we go to get arrest records and to see sheriffs and maybe detectives? What I need is to speak to a sheriff and a detective on a case. What case? It's the Summer Wells case, and I also need to get some court record or some arrest records. Okay. Just have a seat. Just have a seat. Okay, perfect.
What do you take to get out? Try to find her or try to peacefully.
Any information, that could be positive.
If you find out anything at all, like I said, the 1-800-TBI-FIND, that goes directly to the TBI. They immediately give the information out to the agents up here, who immediately turn around and call us. I mean, it's just, of course, people can call here in our office, but in this particular case, that 1-800-TBI-FIND is just the central, they automatically, it's the call center for the TBI. Like I said, I mean, it immediately gets to us.
Okay, so if we go back to the area, I mean, are we allowed just to knock on neighbors' doors and ask them if they see anything? I mean, is that recommended?
I don't really recommend it.
Yeah.
But is it, you might commit a trespass.
Yeah, but,
Really?
I mean, there's a lot of friendly people up there, but,
So let me ask
Because
you.
we don't want to break, obviously.
Yeah, we don't want to break the laws. Let me ask you this: what is, I feel like people in that area are getting a bad name, a bad stigma, because there are people out there that said it's like basically the Wild Wild West out there. They shoot and shoot first, ask questions. Like, we don't believe people are like that.
Back in the 70s and 80s, it was sort of I wouldn't say it's a really rough neighborhood, but you had things that went on back then that didn't go on now. And it did gain a stigma. People would often say, "Well, boy, you don't go to Beach Creek, it's a bad place." Well, it's not.
Yeah.
It's farming community.
Yeah. Well, I find people in, in those areas, they're actually very, I'm from Florida, so we have the country.
oh, yeah.
So we have country folk.
Yeah.
And, some of the people, even my kin, they get a bad stigma, but when you meet them, they're the nicest people in the world.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And that's what we find to be true.
I would rather walk through the streets of Beach Creek at night than I would walk through some of the neighborhoods in Tampa at night.
Yeah, yes.
Well said.
Yeah, well said.
Well said.
Yeah, because they've got some scary neighborhoods.
Yeah, because Beach Creek, our car breaks down. I'm sure the residents, the first thing we do, we come drive back. Hey, you guys okay?
Yeah.
Just out of just kindness.
There's some really great people.
So we're getting a little bit of information from law enforcement here. You see that we have a good working relationship with them. I can tell you that we spent a total of 4 hours with them over a 2-day period. We were there for 2 hours one day, and then we went back and spoke with them 2 hours the next day. We wanted to let them know where we were because, again, it's a safety issue because of all the threats that we had. And so we just wanted to make sure that we were going to be able to work well and not be concerned. And we were kind of feeling out the Beach Creek area, and they confirmed that it is the rougher side of their community, but people are kind, and we were out there. We didn't, nobody shot first. Except Don Wells with what was it, a flare gun. He did shoot a flare gun at us one time, so we do have that. But that was the only shot fired. Just to let you guys know, it was the only one. And it came from Don Wells' side of the tracks, just to throw it out there. But none of the neighbors. The neighbors, no, we got into, like, couple of the neighbors yelled at us. We didn't give a shit. We're not there. We don't care. If you guys know anything about the work that we do when we're boots on the ground, you can yell at us, you can scream at us, you can throw crap. It's not going to stop our work, okay? It's not going to stop our work. We're going to continue. So you have choices when you see Bullhorn Betty and crew come in. You can either work with us or not work with us. We're going to go around you, over you, or under you. We do that with law enforcement as well. Nobody tells me what to do, okay? If I'm following the law, I'm following the law. If I'm breaking the law, then I know I'm breaking the law, and I'm taking on the liability of breaking the law, okay? I'm an adult. I make adult decisions, and sometimes my decisions are for the greater good. But again, I'm not law enforcement. I'm not following the law, and occasionally I do skirt the law, okay? I went on Alec Murdaugh's property. So, I mean, in all fairness, I don't want our law enforcement doing it. And I'm going to stand by that.
Yep.
I agree. I agree.
There's been some, well, you might not be able to answer this, but there's been some reports that some of the neighbors wouldn't allow you to go on their property.
Well, like I said, I can't give you specifics of anything.
See,
What would you say the
you guys
overall-
notice me? So I ask him, and you notice something, I shut up. I let him speak first, and of course he doesn't want to tell me what I don't want to hear. So then I go in for a second bite.
Community has been cooperated.
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Good.
absolutely.
Good. And as far as that cemetery that's near the home, is that open to the public? Do you know?
Morrison or something. Morrison Cemetery. It's right at the corner of Beach Creek and Ben Hill.
Do you know if
Across
that's
the
open to
street
the
from
public?
1 acre cemetery there. You guys know?
I can't.
See,
Okay.
so they don't really want to tell us anything about whether it is or not. So we made the adult decision to go to the cemetery. Okay, whether it was private or public, we went ahead and went to the cemetery. If anybody came out and had a problem with it, we would apologize for us being there, and we'd immediately leave. No harm, no foul, right? So sometimes it's better to ask for forgiveness than it is for permission.
All right. So we'll reach out to them and see. Okay.
We'll stay to the
If you were scared, come here. So of course, like rumors, nonsense.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
yeah.
make it seem like it.
I know, we got here and we're like, this is so cute. Like, we're looking at the roads and,
Yeah.
you know, we went and ate at a restaurant last night. And again, it's just, you know, the
Yeah.
people seem very warm. And we were over at the administrative building and getting some, land records and whatnot. And it just, everybody seems to be really caring people here. It was just, just a surprise to us. So we're really thankful for that.
Yeah, you definitely can't believe everything you see on social
Yeah,
media. I can
absolutely.
tell you that, but-
We've learned that over the years, so.
Awesome. Like
So would we.
anything that we find, anything like that. I don't know if you care if it's relevant or not. We'll let you guys know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anybody say
Appreciate it.
anything, like
You
anything.
got to remember on social media, the majority of people respond on social media, not even from here.
Yeah,
Exactly.
We've had people call here and say, won't y'all use some helicopters from us? Insulting that.
yeah, it's insulting.
Outsiders that never even been here, not even had planned to come here, have these like wild opinions, like saying, "Oh, they need to do this." We know you guys done
Were
this.
you wanting the address to dispatch to get the,
Yes, please, if you don't mind.
it's 2291 East Main Street, Rogersville.
All right, guys.
And the office, I think.
can't-
Thank you. We appreciate it.
You guys have families too.
Yeah.
You're risking your lives to try to find answers, and that's what we appreciate. Your resources and your time trying to find answers. So we respect that and we support that.
Yeah.
Well, you guys have a good one.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
All right. Love y'all.
That's my girl. Good job, Carol. Good job, Andrew.
Excellent.
All right, so we'll wait for our team.
That's the thing. That's the thing. People on the internet wanted to trash this community, trash the people in this town like they were back hood,
No teeth,
low
life,
low
pieces
class,
of crap. The people on the
disgusting.
internet should be ashamed of
Absolutely.
Yeah, the people on the internet should truly
Absolutely.
be ashamed
Ashamed.
of themselves because these people are lovely people and giving this town a bad
Yeah,
stigma like
absolutely.
that. So far, everybody we've spoken to, the sheriff's office,
I'm sorry. I really do love OBS. I don't know what else to say. We had this sideways, and I could literally spin this thing around. I mean, come on, guys. Come on. Come on. Okay? I love this.
at the county courthouse, the administrative building. Everybody has been so helpful, so cooperative. They want the community to show love and support and help find this young child that's missing. In many cases, these people have their own children, and would never want something like this to happen. We've confirmed, that the police are doing, the sheriff here is doing everything they can. They're working in conjunction with TBI. The FBI has had some involvement in this case. And we're really trying to bring awareness to Summer Wells. We're trying to bring some answers to law enforcement as well as her family. And, it is confirmed. These guys know what they're doing, and they've done a lot out here to try to find her. What I find surprising is I read body language, and it seems this is hitting a little close to home. They realize that, people that love each other do terrible things to each other. Absolutely. And, this is not, what we hear on the internet is not going to deter us from our objective, which is to find more answers in connection with the missing person of Summer Wells. And we're going to continue to execute our strategy and try to find more answers.
Andrew, can you confirm what the detective told us about what people on the internet are saying about this county and how they're coming up with the most negative speculations? They've never been here, and then when people do decide to come here, they ask stupid questions like, have you thought of bringing out
helicopters and stuff like that?
They were very insulted by that.
Yeah, they're very insulted by some of the people and some of the people's speculation on the internet. These people have been working around the clock. They're still receiving tips every single day.
1-800-TBI-FIND.
If you have any answers in connection with Summer Wells, you're asked to call 1-800-TBI-FIND. I'm pretty sure you can make an anonymous tip there. So we want to start pouring in the tips, not the speculation. If you live around here, or you know something, or you know somebody that knows something, please help this young child. She's been missing for 6 months. We don't know where she is. We're just getting started, but we need some help.
So you came in here, you got some records, right? I see
we got lots of records.
What records you get?
So we did ask we got to go and get some incident reports, but we did ask for the arrest record of Don Wells. We would like to investigate him and his background a little more, Candace's background.
Sorry, with my camera, I wasn't paying attention that I wasn't even showing you guys. I was pointing at feet. But I'm playing it because it's got good information on it.
Grandis's background. We are trying to seek answers. Right now, to the best of our knowledge, Don Wells was not at the house at the time of Summer's disappearance. That's only leaving 2 adults that have not truly fully answered the questions that the public as well as the sheriff and investigators have, and that's Candace Wells and Grandis Harrer. So, and her name is also Candace. So we're still looking, we're still digging, we're going to get to the bottom of something. I feel that something, I think we're going to be able to provide 1-800-TBI-FIND something.
So you notice you came in here, asked for some sheriffs, and asked for the arrest records, and they were very cooperative. They actually brought out a few sheriffs, sat down and talked to you while someone went inside their office to get the records. They didn't feel it was a burden. They didn't, kind of be like, really?
They did not have an ego issue here. When we were in Moab, for example, and we were dealing with Lieutenant Kim Neal, he was so uncooperative, he was so pompous. These people are really sympathetic and empathetic to this young child, Summer Wells. And I've got to say that these people here really truly want answers, and they don't care how they get them. They don't care who's involved. They know it's been 6 months, and they realize that they don't have enough right now to do anything. Hopefully, maybe some tips that we receive over the next couple days might be able to spark something. It may not. But we are going to do the best that we can as a team collectively to help this young child that's missing.
Where are you going next?
We're going to go over to the clerk of courts. We're going to see if we can look at any court records that involve any of the 3 that we're talking about. The Grandis, which is grandma, Candace, which is mom, and Don Wells, which is obviously dad.
Okay. Thank you, Andrew. That was excellent. You're the PR. God bless them.
So I'm pretty sure we went over to the dispatch place, you know, and so this next one is we're going to be there we go. Close. Give me just a second. We'll go change this out. We're going to be going over. This is going to be scheduling. Summer Wells Vigil. So we're going to be going over Summer Wells Vigil now. And then we've got, you'll have to bear with me because I'm going to have to include the video that Sonia sent me just a little bit ago. And I didn't include that because she sent it to me after the live started. So just give me a moment. I've already downloaded it too, and I just need to upload it into the system. Again, not music I would use this day and age. Look at that blonde hair, folks. Look at that blonde hair. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Look at my cute little glasses. Look at that. I'm just not the same anymore. Look. Look. I don't know. I want the blonde hair. I want the blonde hair. Look at that. Oh, I can't see it that way. Look at that. Look at that. Blondie. Look at Blondie. Look at Blondie. Aw, thank you. Let them 69. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Sheriff's Office. Yes, ma'am. My name is Andrea.
Sorry with the lip
Griffin,
syncing.
and,
I didn't
we're
realize
gonna
what
be
I did for
holding
those that are
a,
coming in.
prayer
If you're just
vigil,
coming in, my
front of-
lips aren't syncing because it's coming from an external drive. I should have downloaded it from the external drive onto the MacBook computer instead of running it from the drive. And so it's done something with the CPU not being able to keep up the lips and the voice. So they're off. So I apologize. I tried to fix it. I know what the problem is. Don't worry. On Sonia's, since it's downloaded onto the computer, we shouldn't have any problems with.
Your offices on June
I was
15th,
blonde.
From 7 to 9:30 in honor of the milestone for Summer Wells. And just wanted to, give you guys the professional courtesy of letting you know what we're doing. So far, we have about 30 individuals that will be participating. I anticipate it growing just a little bit bigger than that by June 15th. And just wanted to give you guys a heads up. So if you guys wanted to
Hold on just a second.
Sure.
Hold on just a minute. Knowledge talk, Chief Deputy.
Okay.
The music's driving me crazy. I do not like the music of the stuff from way back when. But I remember I loved the music behind. I knew I needed music behind the video. It's just that I didn't know anything about copyright music, so I did.
Sorry,
Tony Allen
is not available. Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Hi, Tony. My name is Andrea Griffin, and a group of us are going to be getting together on June 15th from 7 p.m. to 9:30 to have a prayer vigil for Summer Wells in the parking lot of the Hawkins County Sheriff's Department. And just wanted to put you guys on notice and let you guys know that we will be out there. This is to honor Summer Wells as well as, to let you guys know we support you in the work that you guys are doing for Summer Wells. Again, this is going to be on June 15th, 2022 from 7 to 9:30. I didn't know if you guys wanted to coordinate some law enforcement being present out there. If you guys would like to have, a speaker or something from your sheriff's department saying some kind words about Summer Wells.
Which they didn't.
Maybe an update of what's going
Which they
on.
didn't.
That's fine as well. Just wanted to just inform you guys what is going on. You can reach me. We have several people helping coordinate this effort, and just wanted to make sure you guys were, notified of our intentions. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day, and God bless you in your work.
I just want to let you know that we put a lot of what we did behind the scenes on YouTube. And just to let you know, for all the people that have supported a hate channel in the past, the reason why you don't get those content, you can thank your local hate channel for that. Okay, I no longer do that here on this channel. I used to give you guys everything, all behind the scenes stuff. So if you guys ever want that ever to come back, then you're going to have to start denouncing the hate channels. I will never do it again without that, because they need to stop. And all this stuff that we used to do for you guys, we will not do for you because of what they've done to us.
Hello, this is Josh Devine, Communications Director for the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. I'm sorry to have missed your call. Please email tbi.media@tn.gov, and someone from our public affairs team will be happy to write back as soon as possible. Or leave me a message, and I'll return the call as soon as I can. Thanks.
At the tone, please record your message. When you are finished recording, hang up or press 1 for more options.
Oh, me too, Lisa.
Hi, Tim. My name is Andrew Griffin, and I just wanted to inform TBI. I just called the main office for TBI, and they forwarded me or directed me to reach out to you. We are coordinating an effort for individuals to have a prayer vigil and honor Summer Wells' memory, as well as let law enforcement know that we support them and back their work that they're doing on the Summer Wells case. We're going to be holding that on June 15th, 2022 from 7 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. at the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office in Rogersville, Tennessee. And we were hopeful that you guys could, maybe do a conference or something there to give us an update on the case, if possible.
Dustin, why do you always pop your head out of the blue when we know you're not a Dustin? Somebody, I'm done with Mr. Andrew. Somebody would like to delete him. He doesn't talk in chat anyways, but he annoys me when he does.
Or in the alternative, have somebody there to monitor the vigil for Summer Wells. Again, it's going to be June 15th, 2022 from 7 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. in front of Hawkins County Sheriff's Office off Justice Center Drive. You can reach me with any questions. Any help that you can provide, I'd greatly appreciate it. Have a wonderful day. Again, this is a prayer vigil for Summer Wells.
I just want to let you guys know all the work that goes in. I used to make these calls. Now I delegate them. Because it's a pain in the ass and I don't have the time I once did.
You have reached the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. For English, press 1. Para español, oprima el número 2. You've reached the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. If you know your party's 4-digit extension, please dial it now. For information on obtaining a statewide background check, dial extension 4057 during normal business hours, or visit our website at www.tbi.tn.gov. For help with items such as firearms transactions, criminal history or diversion information, the sex offender registry, or to reach a TBI hotline number, press 1. For the Criminal Investigation Division, press 2. For the Administrative Services Division, including Human Resources, press 3. For the Crime Laboratory, press 4. For the Drug Investigation Division, press 5.
If that only worked, I mean, they watched Don Wells go around and get C and just let him go. I don't know. Whatever.
Systems Division, press 6. If you would like to speak to an operator at any time, press 0.
Only took me 5 minutes to get to a 0.
I help you?
Yes, ma'am. My name is Andrew Griffin, and I just wanted to inform TBI. I just let Hawkins County know as well. We are putting together a prayer vigil for Summer Wells, as well as letting law enforcement know that we support them and are backing them in the Summer Wells case. We're doing that June 15th, 2022, from 7 p.m. to 9:30.
Ma'am, hold
Yes.
on just a moment,
Sure.
okay?
Thank you.
Okay, so we got about another 5 minutes of trying to go back and forth with TBI, Hawkins County, and finally got it set up. Let me see if I can pull the next media source. We'll do this one is the vigil itself. SW. Sign which one it is. Okay. There it is. Okay. All right, let me take this one off. Hold on. Okay, let's pause that real quick. Oh, it's not pausing. I'm on the wrong one. Okay, pause. Let's pause that. Okay. Let me find the... There we go. There we go. Here it is. Thank you, Sonia, by the way. I don't have any music behind it, but it does have some music. There's some people that came out. There's Smiley. I can't remember. I can barely see because I got my glasses on. I see Dolly out there. We were setting all that up. Everybody was helping with the balloons and getting everything. It was hot. There's me. Aw, there's the cake. And we did give some of the cake over to law enforcement. Gave law enforcement a card. Thank you for that. Thank you. So that's kind of everything that we've got to show you guys today about Summer Wells. What we're hearing is that there was a property being searched. Let me turn this off. I don't need that as much. I like the way the green screen works now that I got things at least somewhat. I mean, I'm running off my screen right here, but it's still doing pretty well now that I got the new color up and the color's working much better. That was my problem. I had too deep of a green on the other green, and so it needed to be brightened up, and it gives the right contrast for the system, and it comes in good. So eventually I'll have the green screen completely behind me, and we won't be cut off at all. I can move around and everything like that, and it'll give us a nice, crisp, clean, view. I like it because I get the ability to... this particular program, it's very, very difficult to understand, but once you finally get to understand it, your versatility with it is so much better. You can, like you just saw me in real time, add text to my show. You watched me add a video to my show. You watched me, there's just going to be a lot of stuff that we can do. And this is going to be great when we have when we're following planes and stuff like that. And we can really enhance those. We can blow them up, look at finite details with good and true 1080 to 4K. Hopefully our new computer, which we haven't even started discussing yet, will have true 4K quality. We've definitely got the system here with, Frontier Fios. We have 500 megabits upload and download speed in this, and I can even move it up to a terabyte if need be. You're talking about lightning speed internet inside this office. So we can really expand a lot with this show. Now, I told you if we had it sometime at the end of this show, we would be talking about another topic, and that topic's going to be Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. And Sebastian's particular case is a little bit different. Sebastian disappeared from his home in Hendersonville, Tennessee, on February 26, 2024, and has not been seen or heard from since. So we have a situation where we're looking at a lot of statistics with that home, or with that case, because we learned from Sonny Weatherford, the prior sheriff, that Sebastian walked inside that home but did not walk out of that home. And when you look at a bunch of different reports, they paint a particular picture. For example, let me pull this up real quick. Give me just a second. Oops, I got the wrong one. All right, there we go. There it is. It's Occam Razors. Occam's Razor. And I want you guys to understand what Occam Razor's analysis is. It's basically a principle of logic and problem solving that says the simplest explanation is the one that requires the fewest assumptions and is usually most likely to be correct. And that's based upon this theory known as Occam's razor analysis. And so when you read this, and we're going to be going over this, somebody had sent it, and this is not the only analysis that they've sent me. They sent me another analysis that I also want to go over with you guys, but I really like this one because it breaks down the wandering away at night, or whether something truly did happen inside the home. And the fourth hypothesis, the simplest one, is something happened inside or directly at the Proudfoot home, followed by concealment and staging narrative. This is the one that holds the most water because, like I stated, it's the one that provides the simplest explanation and requires the fewest assumptions, because we know a child walked into the house but did not walk out. So based upon Occam's razor analysis, the simplest answer is most likely the correct answer, basically stating that mom most likely hurt or injured the child, that this is closer to home than not. Okay, this is closer to home than not, which we've all felt. So I would say that we're going to have a live tonight on this channel later this afternoon, but it depends on how I feel. I've got some things I've got to take care of today. I don't know when I'm going to be back here to the office, and it depends on how exhausted I am by the time I get back. But I would really like to break down this whole situation with Sebastian Rogers' case and go over these reports. But I want you guys to understand the analysis that we are doing, so you guys have time to do your own due diligence on it, because for the first time I had never heard of Occam's razor before until it was sent to me, and I didn't even know if this was legit. I did some research on it and realize this is a legitimate analysis that is used for problem solving. It's a problem solving technique. And so I thought, this would be, oh no, are you sick? No, I'm going to be, I've got to go. It's a long, I don't want to, I'll explain it, guys. I'll explain it to you guys later today, but it's nothing medical or anything like that. It's just, I've got an appointment today. So, anyways, we will, and it's a personal appointment. It's a fun appointment. It's not like, but it depends on how exhausted I'm going to be. No, it's spelled like this. Hold on. Occam's razors right here. Copy, paste. Oh, okay, it didn't paste right either. There it is. That's going to be the analysis and the theory that we're going to be using based upon this. And this is, again, provided by one of our audience members that has been watching me. She sent me several different things over the years. And so this is one of the ones. And I saw another one that she had sent earlier that I had overlooked. So I'm going to actually be doing both of those reports on our next show with Sebastian. I was hoping to already have the next show with Sebastian, but, yesterday we got breaking news on this Summer Wells case. And since we haven't had any good news on Summer Wells case in a very long time, and this is a case that I was heavily involved in, we kind of stopped everything to get these updates for the Summer Wells case. I'm still very confused as to whether they searched a property or did a raid of a home. If they did a raid of the home and they were positive, then it sounds like there may have been a network of people that were helping get rid of Summer Wells. I still am not convinced that the child was trafficked or, in that capacity. I truly believe something happened at the water hole, but I could be wrong. Hunter may not be totally forthcoming. He was young at the time and very impressionable at the time. And, he had a good relationship with, Candace. I don't know whether that a relationship was inappropriate. I believe it was at some point an appropriate relationship, but I digress. At the end of the day, they did have he was friends with her and she was a younger guy. So she would have been able to manipulate him if she didn't want him to say something. And I do believe that he would have tried to honor their friendship and he probably wouldn't have said anything. So I don't know. I really think that if Hunter had some trauma from that day, all these years later, one of two things have happened. He either remembers it like it was yesterday or he forgot. And his brain had a healing and a coping mechanism, and it basically short-circuited the brain and removed that whole section of time out of his head. It's one or the other, because that's basically what happens. My older sister, she's the latter. She was the one that, got a whole section of her life she doesn't remember. Me, on the other hand, I remember everything. And I don't have any, spots in my history that I forgot something terrible that happened to me. I wasn't blessed with that coping mechanism. I was blessed with a coping mechanism that means I have to cope the hard way. I know that this stuff happened and I have to deal with it. I don't get it it's not gone out of my brain. And some people, and I believe that whatever happened to Hunter, because even when I heard some statements he made later down, like 2 years later from when Summer disappeared, those statements were changed, differently. And when I was looking at him and listening to him, he believed what he believed. He wasn't intentionally being deceptive. So that's what made me bring this up, because I truly believe that there's a lot of stuff that his brain has shut off and may never be able to be tapped into again, from that day, because of how long it's been since he spoke to somebody about it. So, and he's now an adult. He, from my understanding, got married. He's got 2 twin girls. And that's the last I ever heard about Hunter. So I don't know where he is. His mom passed away, and she was the person I spoke to. I've had a lot of conversations with Allie over the years, and she was always going to come on this show and tell everything. She was just waiting for the right time. She was waiting for the arrest. And she ended up losing her life before the arrest. So hopefully she's shining down, and hopefully she's a little angel up in heaven helping moving this case forward. Hopefully she knows what's going on and she's placing nuggets. I don't know. But God bless Hunter. Even, he was a young kid, so even if he did have any culpability in what happened, I believe he was manipulated by an adult, either in the cover-up or other. So, anyways, guys, rock it out with your coffee beans out. I've got to get a shower and get dressed for my appointment, and I will see you guys later, hopefully later this afternoon when we get a chance to talk about Sebastian Rogers. But we'll be right here on the Bullhorn Betty channel. Now that we got our green screen fixed, we're going to be doing our show from the studio every single day. So, I'm happy. I'm finally happy with the green screen. The quality of the green screen, the quality of the image, everything is working well in the studio today. So we're going to take it as a win. Winner, chicken dinner, and pray to God that we keep going. I will be modifying and adjusting. We will be adding more and more stuff to the show. I will be doing some more graphics and different effects for the show. So if you guys would like to support the show, please consider subscribing. We do have a 2-day wait right now. So if you're coming across the show for the first time and you like the content, you're going to want to subscribe today. So in a couple days, you'll be able to communicate with the rest of the family here. We are a true crime channel. We try to stay away from drama as much as possible, but we will get into it if it serves the purposes we need to serve. We will get into it. Okay. Good morning, Angel. It's nice to see you, love bug. So we'll see you guys soon. Don't forget Summer Wells, huge party to the true crime genre. This is one of the ones where we kicked the front door in and said, hey, we're here and we're here to find out what happened. A lot of the hate channels did not like our approach because they were lazy. They like to sit behind their channels and do nothing but spread gossip without any factual information. And we don't work like that. We never worked like that. We wanted facts. We've always wanted facts for our audience. We are sick of saying it could be this and it could be that. How much nicer would it be to say it's most likely this, and it's most likely this because of this, and this. It's just better quality content, and it pissed a lot of people off on these platforms, and I'm sorry you chose to be lazy. And you know what you did? You wanted me to sit home. Well, I've been home for 2 years, but after all this is said and done, while your crackpots are still sitting behind the screen with no camera on, right, because you're too scared to show your face because you're cowards, I'm going to be out there working back out in the field like I always have. We are done with your bullshit. We've done kicked you out of the true crime. You guys can keep talking shit. I don't care anymore. You guys are bye-bye, okay? And we're moving forward, and there's not a damn thing you guys could do. What are you going to do, talk about Betty? Oh, you guys did that for 5 years. You guys did it so much, nobody gives a shit anymore. And you know what I told you guys? When I was covering the case of Summer Wells, I told you the day would come when you guys talk about me so much that nobody gives a shit. Well, you guys have absolutely accomplished that because not one person gives a shit about my history. Not one. Not one. And you know what? I'm still here. I'm still doing whatever the hell I want to do. I told y'all to kiss my ass and it made your head fucking explode. And guess what? Guess what? Mother lovers, Bullhorn Betty is still here, and you cocky little coward bitches never had what it took to take me out. And now your channels are up for grabs. So now that we're almost about out of this, don't forget to support the Bullhorn Betty channel, because we rock. We do epic shit on this channel. We go all over the country on this channel. We don't sit home with a whole bunch of panel hoppers talking shit about everybody else on this channel because we have such miserable lives that we have to poke fun at everybody else because we don't want to talk about ourselves. I'm on this show talking about Bullhorn Betty all day because I'm awesome. I am awesome. Awesome. You know? And I walk around with my head held up. I show myself, hey. I come here bedhead Betty. I come here no brain Betty. I come here sweaty Betty. I come here with Delilah Bullhorn Betty. Come here. Everybody wants to see you. You're a rock star. Come here. We only hang out with rock stars. Sorry, Delilah, quit. Okay, I got your feet. I got your bottom feet. Quit. She don't want anything but my arms. There she goes. She hates not having her feet. If her feet are dangling, she thinks she's falling. I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. I'm just joking. Oh, Delilah. She ready to go for her play date. I'm a love machine. So I thought I'd poke a little fun at the little shits out there that think that they're going to be we're going to go post everything about her. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody gave a shit then. Nobody gives a shit now. So we'll be back because we're going to be going through the Summer Wells case as well as the Sebastian Rogers case, and these animals, these hate channels, these pieces of shit, these slime balls that like to support baby abusers. You know, those slime balls, right? We are going to make sure that they are held accountable for the damage they've done in the Summer Wells case. We're going to wait until it's solved. But I'm telling you, as soon as it's over and done with, we are going scorch earth on the drama channels. We are going to play every one of the basket cases. Oh my God, sucking the Peter of Don Wells on their show while he has a child that he took and dug into a ground. And you guys are like, oh, is there anything we can do for you to help you? Is there anything? You're so popular. We just want to give you thousands and thousands of dollars so you can kill another kid. Okay? That's the hate channels. So why don't you guys quit supporting them? They suck. We're going to be on here every single day saying the hate channels suck. They don't know what the hell they're doing. And all they do is bring chaos into any case. They can't even control their own damn life. Look at their own lives. Every single one of them has a messed up life and messed up kids to boot. What does that tell you? They're pieces of shit. Okay? You guys have good kids. Why? You're not pieces of shit. So don't be a piece of shit and stay on the Bullhorn Betty channel. I'm just saying. Guys, now that I poked the bear enough today, you guys have a great day. Enjoy the roster of shows. I'm going to go and enjoy myself and get some sun, okay? So, toodles! Let's see if I can put another one. Let's see. Toodles!